everybody, and welcome back to In the Dugout. I'm Millers. This is Sunday League to Champions League, and I thought I'd come back to you just as the transfer window closes. We're going to show you the Wrexham game, but just to give you an update in terms of what the squad looks like, really. After a few deals that have been done, the biggest deal that I am absolutely delighted about is bringing back Hakan Yilmaz. He's come back on loan, the boy. So he literally joined with an hour to go on deadline day. Bolton offered him up for loan. He was going to go to Exeter. I stepped in. Here he is. He's back with us, which is fantastic news. We've got Marshall Godo in on loan. We got him for a few months. He's going to be back up to our other left winger, whose name I can't remember. They go Mother Silly. He's going to be back up there, which probably moves Jamal low down the pecking order, but we're okay with that. We've brought in Jaden Heskey, son of Emil. So he's done fantastically well. He's come into the side and scored on his debut. So I'm hoping he can do bits for us. We're signing him for free. And he's not on crazy money, but he is already worth quite a lot of money. And he's doing bits for us. And it's really important that he is, because Casper, when we signed him, has absolutely thrown his toys out the pram. Didn't like the fact that he had competition for places, and all of a sudden was homesick. So he's gone back to Poland. I'm hoping a leave of absence will allow him to come back and start doing bits for us again. Because as you can see, he's scored 2 out of 3. So he was doing okay. It's disappointing he's decided to do that, but we are where we are. Hopefully that leave will do him some good. And then on the outs, George has gone out on loan. Arbroath are paying pretty much all of his wages, which was a big deal for us to do. Sam's gone out on loan. Liam's gone out on loan. Robert's gone out on loan. Sean has gone out on a free, but that freed up a lot of money for us wages-wise. Glenn's gone to Stockport on significantly less money than he was on with us, but nonetheless, he's off the wage bill, and he's up there. He's played one and come on for one. He's not done anything for them so far, which is in line with what he was doing for us. Phil's gone out on loan, Charlie's gone out on loan, James Johns. These are all the boys that we brought in the summer, that have gone out on loan, which is fine, and they're looking to try and develop, which is exactly what we need them to do. Jamie's doing bits whilst he's out, which is great. Again, it's a lower level, but hopefully it can help him develop, because he's playing regular football down there at Welling, and he's scoring goals. So, all in all, it's been a reasonably solid window. We're not rampacked with talent, but we do have quite a lot of potential, and we've got quite a well-distributed squad to fit with the way that we play, right? So we know we're going to play with that 3 across the middle of the park. I've got my enforcer, sat there, that's going to do the job for me where needed. I want him to support a bit. He's got some decent finishing as Pagetsi, so I quite like the idea of him getting forwards, but in the same breath, I need him to hold there for me to allow Arblaster and Yilmaz to go and really cause some problems in the final third. Claremont's coming on loan. I don't know if I mentioned him before. He's on loan from Forest. Really nice looking lad in terms of his abilities. Great physically, great mentally, fairly strong too in terms of his technical. He's only 21. But he's going to come in, and that means Keane steps down a little bit in terms of his position in the team. That's all okay. Josh is clinging on. I want him to do well. I've brought him on twice. He's not done anything. He's not done anything negative either, in fairness, but he's not done anything so far. We'll see how he goes. Obviously, I'm hoping Casper's going to come back and want to play for us, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so that's where we're up to. From a competition perspective in the league, we're mid-table, but we're exactly where we were last season. Really, we sat there 13th, played 5, won 1, drawn 2, lost 2. So, not been brilliant, not been the worst either, though. In all fairness, and we have played some decent teams. We've played that was the League Cup. Sorry, forget that one. We've played QPR away. We've played Wigan. We've played Derby. These are all teams that are in and around the promotion expectations level. So I'm okay with that. Wrexham are currently 4th. As you can see, we've got them at the Abbey though, so I'm hoping we can try and do something for you as we go into this game with some expectations of hoping to not lose, really. That's kind of where we are. If we can make sure that we do what we need to do to not get beat at home, as negative as that sounds, if we don't get beat at home, we make sure we keep picking points up, we'll keep moving towards that goal. Remembering we've only got, the best part of 10 months left on our contract at Cambridge. If we can keep ourselves in a place where we're overperforming against their goals, we've got a reasonable squad, we're doing what we want to do in terms of our playing style, then actually, I think it puts us in good stead for another job, wherever that may be that in England or be that somewhere else. And we're at a point now in our coaching career where I wouldn't mind looking abroad if needs be. Our aim is to get to the Champions League, and it doesn't necessarily matter where that is. Would I love that to be in the Premier League? Of course I would. But that doesn't mean it has to be. It doesn't mean it has to be. So let's see. Wrexham then today, we're doing okay possession-wise. Wrexham are absolutely dominating it though in the early stages. Yilmaz is on the look at that. It's so good to see him back in a Cambridge shirt. Nodded forwards. We've hit the bar. Oh, could we not have tapped that in? Apparently not. Burke. Love that name. Lancaster. Can we finish? Is it the post? We've hit the bar. My word. It looks like Wrexham have got a bit of a force field around the goal today. That's not great news for us. 4 shots, 3 on target. I think it's probably been more than that, to be fair, because we've hit the woodwork a couple of times, haven't we? That doesn't count as on target. Can we do something here? Boxed. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. I thought we were through there. I thought we managed to break the deadlock, but no. We've clearly had the lion's share of this game. Our XG suggests we should be in the lead. But sometimes you just get FM'd, don't you? And it looks like Wrexham are going to break. Hopefully we can see this one out. Thomas cuts inside. Set for Brownie. No, nowhere near. Hazard had it covered. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So, yeah, we've dominated the first half for sure. We've just not got that all-important goal. And you hope that someone like Heskey, if you can just find him a little half chance, he'll do the business for us. Because against this Wrexham side, we've absolutely looked better than them. We just need to be a little bit more clinical. We might move to positive, just to give the guys a little bit more leeway in terms of how we play. Give it 5 or so more minutes, and then we'll make some changes. But the save's going really well. We've got to remember 5 years ago we were a Sunday League footballer with no badges. So, well, our B badge, but do not good. And here we are playing professionally at the Abbey on our way to our pro badge. So things are going really well. We just got to keep that in mind every now and again. As Wrexham are now on the attack. Box looking for Mullin. Mullin's a danger man. Good toe though, and we've got that away. Can we get hold of it for a minute? Jalen's on the ball. Okay, well, we'll take that. He's earned us a throw. And we'll use that opportunity to make some substitutes, I think, to try and get something moving. We're going to get Godo on. This will be his debut. Take Mother Silly off and see what he can do. I'm not going to throw Josh on in this instance. We're going to wait. I think Jaden's got something in him that might work. So all being well, he'll do something for us. In that Mazzala role, I'm probably going to throw Connor on. Connor's done okay. He scored 1 or 2 goals for us, but I think as he develops, as he gets used to playing for us, he'll do quite well. And we're going to bring Kakai on for Burke just to put a little bit more pace down that right hand side and see what we can do. We've gone positive already, so all being well, the boys will kick on. You can see our XG more than deserves it, but time's ticking away. Wrexham have got a highlight. That's not what you want to see. Really long throw, but he's given it back to us. I wonder whether that was because we've got an injury. Can we get Chico back on? Ref, you going to wave him back on? I think he's come back on. I'm not sure he got waved back on. He just forced his way back on the pitch. As Lancaster loses out to Mills. They've played a lovely triangle around us there. I'd like us to win this ball back because it's late in the game and I can smell an FM incoming. Played out wide. Thomas has beat his man quite convincingly. Crossed. No one there. Mills has picked it up in the channel. Squared. Great save, Hazard. Great save. We're now at a point where I'm saying I'd quite like to just see this out for a draw, but that's not really what we fancy. Jack's struggling on the right hand side again. His fitness is a real problem. Chico's injured. We're probably going to make that substitution, if not anything but just to make sure we can try and keep hold of it as Hakan gets hold of it in their half. And again, we win a throw just to try and get our shape back. 4 minutes of extra time. It doesn't look like anything's going to come of it, and it looks like it's going to be a dead rubber. Sorry about that. 0-0. Not the best game in the world to come back and see, but actually, you know, from a chances created perspective, we held our possession. That's absolutely fine. We probably, on paper, should have taken that game. I know that's kicked up a little bit, but you know, if we'd have scored our first 2 goals, I think the reality is Wrexham would have collapsed, and we just didn't take our chances, which is a shame. But it keeps us in that mid-table position. Yes, we're only 2 points off relegation, but in reality, we're 2 wins off challenging for the playoffs. Remember, I want to be around about here. I don't know what your thoughts were. I'm going to have a look at the comments over the next couple of days, but I think top 10's reasonable, particularly if we're taking points off the likes of Wrexham. So we'll see where we can finish up. We've got Wimbledon next. Wimbledon, where are Wimbledon? Or is that in the league? Is that in... No, Wimbledon are second. So that'll be a really interesting test for us at the Abbey. If we can take points off them too, it sets us in good stead. You know, it sets us in good stead. So, yeah, fingers crossed we can do some bits with that. Let's just have a very quick look when we'll come back. I'm very conscious that we need to try and kick on a little bit. So I'll probably come back to you maybe around the FA Cup first round mark, see where we're up to, get through September, get through the majority of October, see where we're up to, give you a chance to assess what we've managed to do, and hopefully we're starting to move a little bit further away from that mid-table position up towards the top 10 to set us in good stead for a New Year run. Hopefully you've all enjoyed that. If you have, do feel free to drop a like on the video for me, subscribe if you're new, and thank you very much for watching. Take care.